School is an amazing place to be if you want to make friends and memorize formulas. Unfortunately, it completely fails to prepare us for the real world. So usually after you finish with school, you will have no idea how to open up a business, how to deal with a manager, how to learn a new skill that's valuable on the market, or how can you evolve as an individual in general. Throughout these years, I've learned so many valuable lessons that I just wish school taught us. That is why in this video, I'm gonna give you my personal top 5 favorite lessons that I was not taught in school. The first one is, of course, starting a business. You see, a lot of people procrastinate and they think that this is such a complicated thing to do, when in reality, anyone can open up a business in less than 24 hours. You don't have to be a genius, all you need to have is an idea. So if you don't even have an idea, and if you're asking yourself, what should I do? Then I would do some research on the market and think, what business can I start with the lowest capital possible? And more than that, I need a very low entry point because I just finished school, my experience is close to zero, and I will need to start a business that doesn't require experience. In my example, I went with dropshipping because dropshipping allows me to sell products that I do not own, and anytime that I sell a product, the customer pays me first. This means that this business doesn't require any kind of startup capital. And although I've been pretty successful with dropshipping, it was not always like this. You see, I had a lot of trial and error, but just to give you an idea of how I became successful, here's a shortcut. So if you want to open up a dropshipping store, the first thing that you need is an actual product to sell. The problem is that you cannot just sell any product that you think about. You need to sell products that are trending and that are making waves on the market. So how can you find those products? Well, you can do that through manual research, do a lot of testing, and waste a lot of money on testing. Or you could use an automation platform such as AutoDS that will take care of everything for you. They have an amazing team that are doing product research every single day, and they are posting the winning products that are making waves on the market. And not only that, but they also take care of the fulfillment and automation side of your business. So anytime you get an order, anything, they're gonna take care of it. So now that you have the product that you want to sell on your dropshipping store, all you need is a store. The problem is that you're probably not a designer, so you don't know how to build a store. When it comes to creating your very own Shopify store, AutoDS comes into play, helping us save a lot of time and money because they have this amazing feature that will build us a fully functional Shopify store with the help of AI in less than 2 minutes. This is how you can get your store. On the AutoDS homepage, click on the name of your store and click on Add Store. After that, select Shopify Store, click Continue. There's the option to connect an already existing store. There's the option to create a new store through Shopify. And there's a third option, the middle one, which will help you generate a store with AI. Let's select that. Let's click Continue. After that, you need to select the niche that you want your store to be in. If you don't know, then just click I'm not sure. Then click Next. And it says right here, AI is building the store for you. Once you see this page, you're all set. Congratulations, your store has been successfully created. And this is all the information that you're gonna need to claim it. So go to the login page of Shopify, copy this email that you got from the AutoDS Store Builder, paste it here, click Continue with email, and the password will be the one below it. Copy it, go here, paste it, and click Login. And there you go, this is your brand new store. Keep in mind, you only have a free trial of around 2 or 3 days, so make sure to activate your basic plan, which only costs $1. Select Confirm Billing Cycle, then proceed with adding a payment method. You can add a credit card or PayPal. And finally, you will have the option to subscribe. Once you click this, you will subscribe to Shopify. The website looks something like this. We have a custom-made logo as well. Looks pretty cool, pretty clean. We also have a lot of winning products added here, courtesy of AutoDS. And if you go back to your Shopify store and click products from the left-hand side, you're gonna be able to see all of the products that have been imported with AutoDS. Keep in mind, all of these products are trending right now. If you want to be able to keep up with the latest trends and always have access to the best winning products out there, make sure to create an account with AutoDS and import the newest products to your store. So that's pretty much it. You have the product, you have the store, all you have to do is go out there and make some money. I'm not gonna go into more details here, but please check out my other videos where I have case studies in which I'm showing you how I went from zero to $50,000 a month, and I'm doing that step-by-step, full transparency all the way. Until then, let's talk about lesson number 2, which is the action mindset. I've made a lot of people that are doing $1 to $10 million a year, even more than that, and all of them have one thing in common. They are very likely to take action before anybody else. What do I mean by this? Is that the length of time between idea and action is usually longer on people that are not successful. On the other hand side, a successful person will always have a good idea and they are going to take action instantly. And this is what I like to implement within my own team. For example, if me and my team have a meeting and we're brainstorming about something, we come up with a very good idea, and I start asking my teammates, hey, that's a very good idea, so when can we take action on it? And they're telling me something like,
oh, I don't know, maybe next week, maybe next month we can start thinking about it.
that's a wrong answer. You know that answer comes from someone who really likes school. And then I ask them, all right, what's on your schedule today that would not allow that to happen? And they usually respond with,
Well, I have some meetings, I have some work to do.
and then I ask them again, are these tasks that you have to do today more important than the idea that we just had? And naturally, they're gonna say no. And that is when I tell them, okay, then get to it today. Don't get me wrong, this is something that I force myself to do a lot of times because I know that this is the trait of a successful person. You wanna be that successful person. School teaches you that 1 + 2 = 3. And they also teach you when was the Declaration of Independence signed. But you see, these are things that you will never apply in your day-to-day life. Number 3 on our list, school always teaches us to go with what we're passionate about. They always tell us to pick a career that's within our passion limits. I totally disagree with that, and I would exchange that with something much more valuable. And that is, when you are thinking about a career path or a business that you want to open, always think about what is your competitive advantage. Please keep in mind that a competitive advantage doesn't have to be something that you're passionate about. Take me for example. I made all of these 6-figure sales with my dropshipping stores, but I am not particularly passionate about dropshipping. I think I'm pretty good at it, but I'm not dreaming about dropshipping every second of the day. Something that I'm very passionate about is barbecue and grilling. I'm watching countless hours of YouTube material about how to make the perfect steak. I really love doing that. I'm doing this a lot in my free time. But just ask yourself this question. What would have happened in my life if I would have went down this path? At number 4, I'm gonna give you one of the most powerful lessons that I've learned throughout my whole dropshipping career. And that is, nobody cares about what you like. Just to give you some context here, back in 2015, I opened up my first dropshipping store, and that was a fashion store, a men's fashion store. And I used to sell all kinds of t-shirts, pants, shoes for men. You see, I'm a pretty simple guy. I always dress pretty simple, nothing fancy, nothing complicated. I don't really like brands. So I was mirroring the same thing on the market. I was thinking that if I'm gonna apply whatever's in my head to the market, I'm gonna be successful. But guess what? My store was not successful. I didn't make any kind of sales for a very long period of time. That's when I had a meeting with one of my very good friends. We sit down in a coffee place and we talked about our businesses. And I complained to him. I told him that, hey, my business is not working. Look, I'm selling all of these products, and I was showing him on my phone. I'm selling all of these products. Look how cool they are. They are very nice products. They are very good quality, but nobody's buying them. I pay a lot of money for ads and still nobody buys them. This friend of mine, turns out, was in the same niche as I was. He was selling men's fashion accessories. And when he showed me his numbers, the sales that he was making on his Shopify dashboard, I was amazed. I could not speak. He was making $3,000 to $5,000 a day consistently. And that is when I asked him, hey bro, what are you selling? How come you're so successful? We're selling to the same niche, but you're making $5,000 a day and I'm literally making zero. You know, I would be very happy if I would have made like $300 a day, $500 a day. I don't care anything as long as I was making something. I just didn't sell anything. And he told me that he's selling a lot of products, but he just showed me one of them that was particularly successful. And that was a pair of golden shoes with the golden lion's hand on top of them. My first reaction was, ew, I would never ever in my life wear something like that. Not even if someone came to me and gave me $1,000 just to wear those for 1 hour, I would refuse it. And that is when my friend told me something that would become one of the biggest lessons that I ever learned. And he told me, you see, Shirban, that is your problem. Your problem is that you're projecting what you like on the market, and the market doesn't respond to that. He also told me that he hates those shoes. He would never wear something like that, but nobody cares about that. He just advertises them and he sells them because people want to buy them. You see, that is the whole formula of a winning product. Nobody cares about what we like. And that is why I decided to go with a company such as AutoDS when it comes to finding winning products. Because they are not subjective. All of the products that you find on their platform are winning products that are making waves on the market based on market data and numbers. And that is why I would highly advise you to apply this concept in your own life. And at number 5, the final item of this list, I'm just gonna sprinkle a bit of subjective knowledge here, and I'm gonna tell you what I think is the biggest lesson that I have ever learned in my life. And that is, do not try to be perfect. You see, all of my life, I tried to do things perfectly. Because in my head, I was thinking that if they were not perfect, I could never get ahead of my competition. And things only started to go better for me once I gave up that thought. Instead of trying to be perfect, I focused my attention on trying to be better every single day. So every day when I woke up, I was asking myself, how can I be 1% better than I was yesterday? And the same goes in business. I'm just gonna give you the dropshipping example because this is what I do. I was very hard on myself when I was not successful. I always tried to chase the perfect store, the perfect product, the perfect ads, without realizing that I didn't need it to be perfect in order to be successful with dropshipping. Selling those golden ugly shoes were a very big hit on my perfectionism, but at the same time, it taught me a very good lesson about it. If you're trying to be perfect, you will always focus on one single point and you will try to make that point perfect. When you are focused on growth and you're allowing yourself to do mistakes and to not be perfect, you're gonna evolve a tiny bit of amount every single day. And when you look back after 1 year, after 5 years, you're gonna see how far you've come. Guys, thank you for watching. Please check out my in-detail case studies that I'm gonna post here at the ending of the video. Thanks for watching again. Have an amazing day. Until next time.